Hey everyone, welcome to another Anime Kingdom discussion and review. This one is on episode 7 of Gensou no Grimgar, and another really good episode. Honestly, I really enjoyed just the whole everything that happened in this episode. Now, a lot of people I've actually been reading, and there's still some people that are like, why do you even like this show? The pacing's so slow and blah blah blah. Honestly, I actually really do enjoy this pacing. It's actually really enjoyable to be able to, see the whole world and see everyone develop, the world develop, the characters develop at a good pacing. I feel like this is a good pacing if it was a 24 episode thing. Like at 12 episodes, I still like the pacing overall, but I feel like it's going to hit a point and we're going to hit hopefully there will be another season kind of thing. But according to what I've been seeing is that a lot of people like this who are reading the light novel, and in comparison, it's actually going at a good pace in comparison to the light novel, which is something you don't normally always hear. Everything's either, but like some people aren't used to it, I guess, and they're like, oh, it's gotta be faster pacing. But then when there is an anime, a show when there's the pacing is fast, everyone's like, oh, it's too fast, everything's too rushed. And then when it's too slow, it's like, oh my gosh, no. It's like, come on, people, come on. I actually think this is a really good pacing. I really love the way each episode is. I feel it would be better if there was 24 episodes instead of just 12 episodes, because then I feel like it will end at a good point like that. But who knows, maybe there will be a second season. I'm not too sure, but yeah, hopefully there will be. I am really enjoying this so far. This episode was another really good episode that really described and showed everything happening. Also, we learned a little bit more, like the conclusion to Mary's story and what happened to her and everything, and you really get like, dang, poor Mary. And you also see some of the connection, like obviously, Ranta was pretty cute, him being all like, oh, what about me? You didn't really try to know me. And I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of true. And Haruhiro also sees it too. And it's just nice to see, like, throughout this episode, their group get a lot better and closer together, including with Mary. And just seeing the whole portion of them fighting all these goblins, and it's pretty funny, like the goblin hunters, like goblin. That's all they've been doing is killing goblins. People were teasing them, but I'm just thinking, man, these guys could barely kill one goblin before. Now they're just pretty much, it's like a goblin genocide going on right now. And I honestly really like seeing them, like before, they talk about the new skills they got. They did it again. They talked about each new skill that all of them have. I love how Ranta yells out his skill names. It does make it sound a lot cooler. You gotta admit, I would do that too. But it's cool just to see the development and seeing them learning new skills. It's like playing, it's like, when you're playing an RPG game and you're like, oh, new skill, and you want to tell all your friends and stuff, and it's cool to learn and see them grow with their new skills, their new armor. You see Moguzo's got a helmet and new armor, Ranta's got a helmet, everyone's getting new gear and stuff, and they're slowly getting better and better. Their group is getting not only better in terms of skill, new skills, new armor and everything, but also just their cohesion together is getting a lot better. When you thought, everything was going to fall apart because Minato was gone, and in the end, everything's getting a lot better. Haruhito is becoming a better leader. Everyone's getting more situated and more closer to Mary. Mary's getting closer to them. It's like, even like you saw in development before, she couldn't even say see you tomorrow. Now she's saying not yet, but that means she will, and then she says see you tomorrow, and then she ends up being, eating with them as well, and you can see them getting closer. I really enjoy the character development that is going on in these episodes, and I feel with a faster pacing we would not get that same feeling. So honestly, I'm enjoying it. I do like it. There was also, a number of Yume's butt shots all over the place when she's in the bath, when she falls down on Haruhito, when just a number of times when she's sleeping. It's like, dang, she's got a nice ass. I know, but come on, you don't need to keep showing it like 4 or 5 times in this episode. 1 time's good, maybe 2, but come on, what the hell is going on? I love her butt as much as the next person, but I feel like that's too much. And one thing I have noticed is that a lot of people don't like to insert songs, and some of the times I felt like it was either too long or it didn't fit as much. But this one, honestly, I think the upbeat feeling of this one actually did match everything that happened in this episode, and honestly I thought that was a good one. So if they do good, put it where it feels right, then okay. But when there's sometimes when it feels too long, like the first time, or sometimes when it just doesn't feel like it's put in the right place. I don't really get why they would do that, but this one honestly feel it was a good timing and a good feeling in comparison to what was going on. So I agree with that. It's also interesting, of course, to see, Haruhito kind of still talking to Minato in a way. Obviously, he's talking to himself, but it's kind of like Minato never left, and you can see him growing as well, and see that the next episode is going to be when they finally kill that goblin, the one that took his dagger, the ones that killed Minato. Probably, finally get some revenge on those guys, and it's just cool to see the group grow up more and mature more, leveling up more. It's like, when you first play a new game, a new MMO, and you and your group, you start off just like them, weak and no teamwork at all, and you see them growing more and more and more, just like you would level up more and more and more. And that's why I feel it's so relatable in a way, and the characters are so more realistic, that I really have been enjoying this anime so far, and cannot wait to see what's in store for us in the next episodes, how this next battle is going to be. Is there going to be any more tragic events after what has happened? Are they ever going to talk about, tell Mary that they do know of her past, and how's she gonna react to that? Maybe they should be like, oh, that's why you've been changing and trying to act like this around me. Or maybe she'll be, tell them about, I don't know. It's just a lot of things that could happen, and it's really interesting to see how they will go on throughout these episodes. Because this episode 7, there's 12 episodes in the season, so that means 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5 more episodes. And I can't wait to see what are they going to be doing these next episodes. When is this kind of thing going to end with them, them getting used to Mary? I feel like it's already ending pretty much. So the next episode is going to be, going to be the big one where they fight the goblin and something might big happen, I think. And then there's going to be a new arc kind of thing. I'm not too sure, but that's what I think is going to happen. But overall, I really enjoyed this episode. Can't wait to see the next ones. And yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom discussion and review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed you want to talk about, comment below as well. And until next time, guys, see